Hello and welcome to another directed draw. Today we're going to be doing some hairstyles. So let's get started. Alright, so right now I have just a generic face shape. I like to draw these out first so I can know where to put some hair. Now, if you're wondering what these lines are, this line is to show the middle of the face. And then this line is to show where my eyes are going to go. So the eyes are going to be at the top of this line, so when you're drawing your eyes, they would come down here, like that. So whenever you're drawing your eyes, the top of them meets the top of the tips of your ears. So those are just kind of guidelines. I'm going to start doing boys' hairstyles first because there's not too many styles that I can draw. And again, these hairstyles are going to be very basic. They're not going to be extremely detailed, but I'm just going to do some general hairstyles. So the first one is kind of like very simple. It has two bangs. Yes, boys do have bangs. So I'm going to start right here. I turned on my pencil cursor. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to start here and I'm going to swoop out. So it's just two curved lines. Already looks like bangs. Now from here you can add the sideburns. It's not going to be extremely big ones like Elvis, but they're just kind of like a little curved line that kind of shows you that they're there. And you can do some hair right behind the ears. And then right here up in the middle, that's where my part is going to be. So I'm going to do like a curved line like this that kind of looks like an M shape. And it's just going to follow the shape of the head around. And then I like to don't have to do it that much, but just a couple lines to show that these are kind of bangs right here. So if you'd like, you can do that line in the middle and follow the curve of the hair. And you can extend this hair down here because usually it kind of comes down low. So that's one kind of hair. I'm going to go ahead and move this aside. I'll put that there. I'll shrink it. So that's there. Now, the next one that I'm going to be doing is like a swooped hairline. So I'm going to start right about here from the middle, and I'm going to swoop it to the right. And as I'm going out, I'm just doing some curved lines like that. And I'm going to put maybe one more here like this, and I'm going to make it kind of pointy. And then the back of the hair, I'm just going to follow the head shape. Whoops. And kind of go around. And then from here, you can add a little more and taper down this way. Same thing on this side. Just really short, quick lines like that. And then you can add some points to these if you'd like. So it's kind of like bangs, but they're gelled up. Hair is very hard to draw, so especially boys' hair. Even though it's very simple, it can be very difficult sometimes. So I'm just going to rough it. So if you make short, quick strokes, it does look like hair. Now for this part, you can just kind of do that. Okay, so that's another hair type. I'm going to go ahead and, let's do this. Shrink it, I'm going to put it over here. So that's number 2. Again, if I'm going too fast, you guys can rewatch it, pause the video, or you can rewatch it to see how it's done before you do it. Alright, the next one will do the same kind of swooped, but it's going to be in the front. So I like to do like a triangle shape. So I'm going to do a line here and a line here. And then I do smaller lines in the middle, going up and then smaller lines, curved lines on the side. Okay, and then from here I just do a few curved lines down the side, and then rough choppy lines around the back for that hair. And then again, you can do some like upside down V shapes to kind of blend it together, and it looks like you gelled it up towards the front. So let me move this hair aside. So it's very similar to the other one. Now this one, if you want the swoop on the left side, all you have to do is change the direction. Now the next one is when you have longer hair and you kind of have bangs in the front. So what I like to do is I like to start from the middle and do some upside down V shapes like this. And then I like to do some curve lines inside like that. And then from here, you do another V shape and you follow that. And it's okay if it's different sizes. And that's kind of like you have some bangs here. And then you do some curvy lines and close it with a V like that. And then just a curved line in the back like this. And there you have some hair with bangs. Put that one there. All right. Now curly hair. Curly hair is just a bunch of curls like this, right? So what I like to do is I like to do the back first. So I'm going to go around and kind of do these like cloud shapes, but around. And then the front, all you do is do some curls like that. And then you can go back and put some curly cues inside the hair or some C shapes like that. And there you have some curly hair. All right, move that one over there. So the next one I'll do is some spiky hair. So from the sides of the head, you're going to follow the head shape and do some straight lines on the side. And then I like to start doing the spikes. So they're curved lines. You can do them this way or that way. And then you can go back and connect them like that. If you want to be detailed. If you don't, it's just kind of like that, right? Just some spiky hairs on top. This is a little bit more detailed than that, but it does show some detail. And don't forget the front, because this would look weird. This would be a very big receding hairline. So in the front, I like to do some of that choppy hair kind of look, and then you can put some upside down V's in the front and the sides like that. And that kind of gives you that spiky hair look. Go ahead and move that one. Okay. If you want to do basic bangs like that one, all you have to do is just do these two curves and go over like this. And then add some lines if you don't like this one. Okay. So this one's a really simple one. Okay. Another one is if you do have like some extra hair in the front, but you kind of gel it so it goes kind of curvy. The way I like to do it is I like to start over on this side and I do a swoop like an S, like that. Be a little shorter. And then I do a straight line down, And from here, I do a curve, but I don't connect it yet. Well, you can go ahead and connect it. And then you can add a line in the back. I'm actually going to color the head. Actually, get rid of this line. I feel like it's a little distracting. Okay. So now you guys can see it better. All right, so you have this, and you can add some lines down here, and you can kind of do that little flip at the end if you want. And this kind of shows the hair is kind of swooping. You can put a part right here. So if there's a part, you make like that M shape, like this. Okay. And then do the lines. And there you have like a side swooping hairstyle. These are fun to do. All right, put that one there. Now there's a different kind of that one where it's further back up, so you can see like the bottom or the inside of the hair. And to do that, I usually do like a little, it's like a J, upside down J shape. And then I do a few lines like this, and a line around like that. And that M shape for the back of the head, and you can add some spare hairs, like so. And then you do another line that connects on the bottom, and you do some curvy lines like that. So it looks like the hair is folded over, or curving over, I guess. And add some lines. So there's that one. You can also do kind of like a very short buzz kind of cut. Let me draw the top of the head. So you do the lines on the sides very close, follow the shape of the head that you drew, and this can be a buzz cut, or if you want to do like tiny curly hair, you can. All you have to do is add really tiny little curly cues inside if you want it to be curly. But this would be kind of like that buzzed cut. Or, let's see, if you want side buzzed and hair still on the top, you can add some hair like this on the sides, like that. Kind of angle it. If you see Treasure Planet, that Disney movie, the main character kind of has hair like this, except he has this kind of bangs in the front like that or something. I can't remember, but you get the idea. Let me go back to the original Buzz hairstyle. Make that smaller. Let's see, what other hairstyles? You could also do just one big swoopy bang. Some boys have that. And you can just do that. It's kind of like the full head of hair kind of thing. Just that one. If you want to do like a Faux Hawk kind of shape, let me move this guy down. Oh, okay, hold on, sorry. If you want to do like a Faux Hawk, I'm going to draw the hairline first. Go up like this, and you're going to do a point. And then some lines. And you can do some going back. This kind of looks like that character's name, I forget that movie, but you know what I'm talking about. Where it just slicked it up to a point. That's that hairdo. Again, hair is very difficult to draw, even for me, so you can see my hair skills here. Faux Hawk. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Go up and around. And get smaller like that. That still kind of looks a little strange. It's hard if your face, this is like a straight on face, if it's turned to the side, it would be easier to kind of represent that. But here it's kind of difficult to do so. So it kind of looks like a spiky head. But, I mean, this is a thing if you want it to be. Let's see, what's another here? You can just do lines like this for just a regular kind of realistic hair looking thing. It's just a bunch of curvy lines like that. This is the usual hairstyle that I do for boys if I draw boys. It's easy. So, let me see. Trying to get an idea. You could also do, oops. If you do straight lines on the side, I'm going to put a part here. So I'm going to connect that and kind of draw the hairline. So if you draw the hairline first, that frames the face, it's easier to put the hair in. So then you can also have swoopy hair like this, where you just kind of curve your lines and it looks like it's being combed over. So you can do something like that. Or let's see. You can, let me draw the hairline again. You can have part down the middle and kind of this hair where it's just draw some lines like that. And it's like flat on your head. Running out of space. If you have longer hair, I like to do like the S swoopies. And you can do this and kind of go long like that. So again, this part down here, they're just curved lines like this. And if you want, you can put upside down V's in it to show it's kind of has dimension. So this is a little bit longer. What other hair are there? I think I covered most of it. Like you can have spiky hair, not like spiky like these, but I'm going to draw the hairline like this. And if you do like V shapes and curves, like that, you can do like a messy hairstyle. Oh, here we go. Let me try that again. So I'm going to draw the hairline like an upside down U curve. And then I'm going to part it here. So I always draw the part for the hair first, so I know which direction I'm going to go. So it's just kind of curves and V shapes like this. And this one kind of gives you like a messy hair look, kind of like a shaggy hair look. And then some lines here. And some V's. Like, you can play around with it. So there's that one. I think that's going to be the last one that I do for boys, because I think pretty much covered everything. Yeah. So these were boys' hair styles. So now I'm going to do the girls. Let me fix my face first. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to move this up a little bit, if it'll let me move it. Okay. So for girls, you guys have a lot of hairstyles. So we've got braids, we've got curly hair, we've got long hair, short hair, every hair in between. So I'll pick a few. Now for girls, a lot of you tie your hair back. So let me draw the hairline. So from here, what I like to do is I like to start from the back of the ear. And for this one, I don't do a part. This is the only one that I don't do a part for. And it's an upside down U shape. I know my lines are looking a little sketchy. Don't make it look like this when you're drawing it. Okay, you can see that cursor. I don't know why you can't really see my pencil cursor. All right. And then a lot of you girls like to tie your hair back in a ponytail. I know I do. So from here or from here, whichever side you want to put it, we're just going to do an upside down U shape like this. And then you're going to straight down and then curve up. And then from here, you're going to do a couple of these lines. So that kind of looks like your ponytail is behind your head. And if you want to add some extra details, you can do some curved lines coming from your hairline like that to show that there's volume in your hair. Now, if you want to put a bow on your ponytail, you can certainly do that. So you can do a little bow here like that. Or you can just do a few lines like this to show that it's tied. And then just be sure to put some little curves like that. So that is a ponytail. Now the same thing is for a pigtails, braids, same thing. So for this one, I'm going to draw the outside U shape that goes or follows your head shape. If you want to add bangs, you totally can, and those are just some lines like this. And you can make this shorter, longer, depending on what your hairstyle is, and then just kind of go across the front and the back. So that kind of gives you the impression that you got bangs. You can also add this bang to that hairstyle as well. Now for braids, I'm going to do 2 braids. I like to do circles or U-shaped or C upside down like C shapes like that. And then you can add your bow and the hair on the bottom is like 2 little curves and then V's or M's or whichever. And then I add some lines to show that there's a lot of hair. Those are easy pigtails. Okay, so let me move this one over. I'll show you the other braid. Okay. Then the other braid, I'm going to do this hair line. And I'm going to, this is what I call the Elsa Braid. So we have that. And I'm actually going to curve this line over here out like this a little bit. Not too much. So what I do is I curve it in after I go out a little bit. Then from here, I go like this and connect it like that. Okay. Then you're kind of going to do the same thing as the other braid where you're going to add it below. But when you're doing that, I'm going to come in from this side, make this side longer, and connect. And I'll show you a little trick at the end. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So this side, because we made this side longer, I'm going to make this side longer. Like this, and this side is shorter. Okay. And let's do a few more. So these are just curved lines. Let me shrink this a little bit. I don't have enough room. Okay. So this side is going to be longer. This side. And I'm going to end it here and just do that. So when you're doing the braid, I'm going to do a curved line going this way. Then I'm going to do a curved line going the opposite direction. Again, opposite direction, like that. So it actually kind of looks like it's braided. So these little tiny details can make something look completely different. Now if you want to add some side bangs, I start up in this corner, or you can do this corner, whichever way you want. So if you do this corner, it's the opposite way. I'm going to go from here to the bottom or the top of this ear. And then I do some swoopy lines like this and like that. And there you have the quote-unquote Elsa braid. So I'm going to go ahead and shrink this one. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let me try that again. I just want the hair. Alright. So, the next one that I'm going to do is just a regular long hair. So, I'm going to give her bangs again. So I'm going to do the upside down U and kind of curve it like this. And then you can just add lines in the middle like that. And then I'm going to extend the line down the side. It kind of looks like a bowl cut right now. But then you're going to go straight down past the ears. And then if there's a neck, it kind of goes like that. And then you just add some straight lines. And there is straight hair with bangs. Okay, whoops. Oh my goodness, sorry. Having some technical difficulties right here. There we go. So that was the straight hair. Now, I know some of you guys have wavy hair, and let me draw the hairline. Upside down U. Now, for this one, I like to draw the whole hair first, and what that means is I'm going to find a part. So either it's going to be in the middle, the right side, or the left side. For this one, I'm going to do the middle. So I'm going to start right in the middle, and I'm just going to do squiggly wavy lines like this. Okay. And then I'm going to do some wavy lines here, and then we're going to close it by doing wavy lines in the middle. Okay. Now, if you want just a regular hairline like this, you can just leave it, or you can do some wavy lines like that to the side. And then all you have to do is extend those wavy lines all the way through the hair, like that. Okay, and this is kind of where your part is, and I like to do a little line right in the middle or wherever your part is going to be. Alrighty, oops, I got that part too. Okay, let's do kind of like a pulled back hairstyle. So again, I'm going to do my upside down U, and then I'm going to do my upside down U shape for the actual hair. And then like the ponytail one, I'm going to add some lines here so it looks like there's some volume, and they're curved lines like that. And I'm going to do some hair, and it's going to be like an S curve. And the reason why I say this is an S curve is because that's an S, but this is kind of like a stretched out S from top to bottom if you stretched it out. That's why I call it an S curve. And you're going to do 2 of those on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and add like a curve here on the outside like this, like 2 curves like that to kind of show that it's pulled back. And then you just do a bunch of these little curve lines like this to make some hair. So you could do that one. I'll put this one over here. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to do the swoopy bangs like that. And then I'm going to do the upside down U. And I'm going to do the S curve just like we did for this one. Like that. Add some lines. And then I'm going to add a scrunchie. So that's how you would draw a scrunchie. It's kind of like how you would draw a cloud. And then some hair from there, like that. So it looks like you have a little side ponytail going. Okay, so that's how you draw that kind of hair. There's so many hairstyles for girls. All right, so there's that one. Let's see, what other... If you want to do short hair, I'm going to do the side parted bangs. Okay, if you want to do short hair, it's... Whoops. You're going to curve it a little bit. So if this is your neck, curve like this, because sometimes your hair kind of curves inside, and then you just do some lines like that. Or I'm just gonna do circular hairline. You can do this. I'll put the part right here. Like that. And if that's your neck, you just do straight lines like this and add some lines. like that. And that's some short hair. And your shoulder would be here, like that. Okay. Put that one down here. If you want to do pigtails, it's going to be kind of like this. So, do that. So you can do high pigtails or low pigtails. If you want to do low pigtails, they're just like almond shapes, and you just do some lines in them, like that. These are easy to do. Or, let's put that one there. You could do high pigtails, which go on top. So pick 2 spots, add a bow, and you curve up and down. So they're like upside down J's, like that. And just some different sized lines like that, and there you go. Move this one over here. All right. What other hairstyles are there? If you want to do some curls, curls are a little bit harder because there's a lot more detail. So I'm gonna do my side bangs like that. And then for curls, I do the wavy, just like how we did the wavy. But I do another one like this, and I close it with a curve on the bottom, depending on how many of these curls you want. Like that. And I just add the wavy and close it with a curve. Then I go back and I come from the bottom and I go up in like a spirally kind of way. So you add these curvy lines all the way down, like that. And that gives the impression that these are curls. Real curls are very hard to draw, but these are more easier ones. So they all kind of almost look like dreadlocks, but these can be perceived as curls. All right, so I'm going to put that one there. Because here, I'll show you the real curls. If you'd go like this, let me see if I can draw it. It's kind of hard. Go like that. And I still do those curvy lines like that. Again, it's very hard. So that is my simple or simplistic curls. Okay. I feel like I've done all of them. Unless for the curls, you can do what we did with the boys, except you would just go all the way around, or all the way down, like that. And then add your wavy lines or curly lines, depending on what you'd like. Okay? I think that is it. If I think of any more, I'll update this again. But I think those are the most popular kinds of hairstyles. I guess I can do mine, which we kind of did, but I'll show it to you guys again. The hairstyle that I draw for myself is I do some curved lines like this, and as I go down, my curved lines get shorter, and then I do one over here, or two, and then I extend, whoops, this line down and around my ears, like that. Whoops. And then I don't do an S curve, but I do just like a J curve. And I draw my neck, and I do these lines. And that's my hair. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's somewhat helpful. I know I did go a little quickly through this, but I'm trying to do this as simple as possible and as many different types as possible so you guys can kind of play around with it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying happy and healthy, and I will see you next time.